So dear class 11 student, this is a class of BST in Business Studies, and we are going through the chapter Corporate Social Responsibility, that is social responsibility of business and business ethics. And in this chapter we have already done various types of things. We have learned what is social responsibility, we have learned what is the favorable condition for social responsibility, why the argument for social responsibility and argument against the social responsibility. Then we learn different interest groups of business, and yesterday and before we have also learned that what is corporate social responsibility and what are the act behind that and what are the rule and regulation of corporate social responsibility for the companies. Now today we will discuss about what is the ground reality. What is the reality of social responsibility? Means business person or business actually don't want to do anything social responsibility they don't want to generally. Okay, they don't want to make any social responsibility towards society. But still the reality of social responsibility is that why actually, though they are not socially responsible towards society, then why they are making this type of social responsibility? This is the main question we are discussing today. Now, reality of social responsibility, first point is threat of public regulation. Due to threat of public regulation means which regulation is built by the government, because our government is democratic government, that is for the people, by the people. Okay, so this government have made some regulation. Due to this regulation, the business entity, business organization have to follow the social responsibility. Generally, they do not want to. What are their motive? Their motive is for profit maximization. They always want to make profit. They are always want to do the economic activities. They do not actually want to do some socially responsible things for the betterment of society. Now take an example. Suppose a businessman A, who is actually running, his business is running to manufacture some chemicals, and in this factory there are lots of poisonous gas and fumes comes out, and also some waste which actually they dump into nearby river. Waste dump into nearby river. Okay, now what actually happened, but in the bank of the river there is a CCTV camera, because our government is now very much high-tech government is there. Okay, so there is CCTV camera is there, and through CCTV camera the government official came to know that all the incident done by this business house. And the next day there is a notice is come to his business office that there is a 2 lakh fine for that. For what? For this incident, dump waste in nearby river. This is not the right way. There is a certain regulation, that's way you should follow. So business house should pay this 2 lakh, and not only that, the government official came after next day and seal his factory also. Seal his or her factory. Any business houses want to seal or discontinue their business? The answer is no. But what they actually do, they do the wrong thing. Waste the dump in nearby river, that is actually the water pollution. because this water uses nearby people, sometimes they actually use for their drinking purpose also. So government makes some regulation to dump the waste thing. There is some regulation, and these business houses actually don't abide by this regulation, and for that they have to charge 2 lakh fine and also seal the factory. Okay. So due to government interference, any business houses actually don't want to make anything that is not very much harmful or very not actually follow the regulation. And that's this threat of public regulation, they have to make, they forced to do something better for the society. Don't waste the thing, dump the waste thing in nearby river. Okay. So this is the main reason they are doing the social responsibility. This is the practical reason. So they don't want to need government, they don't want to interfere the government, because if government interfere in your business, that minute your business will be comes into scanner. Okay. And seal of factory means, there is no production, there is no sale, your profit is nothing. Okay. So this is one of the first reason they force to make social responsibility, but they don't think the social responsibility is needed for business house. Their only motive is profit. Number 2, pressure of labor movement. Pressure of labor movement. Pressure of labor movement. Now, nowadays, the labor, means the worker who is working in a factory, is very much well informed and they know about their rights. So if you exploiting the worker, they know what way they can raise their rights, they can protest, they can get out, they can lock the factory. Okay. So pressure of labor, they are very much organized nowadays into the trade union. Okay. So this laborer very much know what is their right. So in your factory, suppose they know each and every department, they know whom actually getting what salary. So if you not giving the salary properly, if you not paying the labor properly, so they are actually hesitate the thing, they will raise protest, and that's actually hampered to the production and ultimately loss of the business, because if not production is happened, you cannot sell the goods to the market. Okay. So that's the reason nowadays business person thinks to avoid this type of these things, they started to make social responsibility towards society. Okay. It is not that they are very much want to do some social responsibility. Most of the businessmen actually, maybe there is a 5 or 10% businessmen who want to do some social responsibility. They know they want to do something better for the society. But this is a 1 or 2%. Most of the businessmen motive is profit maximization, not any social responsibility. They are always engaged in a economic development, not social development. Okay. So this type of pressure, this type of labor movement can happen anytime if you exploiting the worker, if you not there is not in parity of salary in your organization. Okay, because nowadays they are into the trade union, they are very organized and they even know, they are well informed, they know their rights also. So this is the reason, this is the reality of social responsibility of business houses. So number 3 point, let's come to the number 3 point, impact of consumer consciousness. Impact of consumer consciousness. impact of consumer consciousness. Now, impact of consumer consciousness. Nowadays, again, the consumer are very well informed. They are very conscious. They are very aware whatever the product they are buying. Okay, and they know their rights. So nowadays it is called. Few years before, they call it the let's seller be aware. Sorry, a few years before they said actually now let's consumer be aware. Now consumer is they are saying consumer is saying let's seller be aware. Okay, means you nowadays you have to look after the consumer needs, what consumer want, what type of goods consumer want. According to that you have to make your production. But before it was not that. Before what happened, the actually seller produce the goods according to their views, and they sell the goods, and consumer is no, there is no right, no consciousness, and consumer buy the goods and consume the goods. Okay. So nowadays consumer is very concerned. They can even go to the consumer court if the product is bad. Okay. Now few years before there is a case is coming, that is Maggi. Now take an example of Maggi. In Maggi, though this is a very popular product, but there is some substance which is not very healthy for the human beings. Okay, basically for children, and children generally have the Maggi more than the adult person. So this is very hazardous. Some hazardous substance is there, and that is not very healthy. So business consumer actually protest against this, and they protest they protest as much that business houses, that's Maggi, who actually makes the Maggi, the Nestle company, actually they withdraw the product from the market, whatever they actually selling. Okay, so this is nowadays this is very much consumer conscious market. So you should, whatever product you are selling, you sell your product in right time, right place, in right quantity, in right quality also. Okay, you should sell your product or goods, whatever, or may provide service in right time, right place, and right quality. Quality is nowadays very important. So this, because of that, now business houses is very aware nowadays. Business houses is very much aware nowadays. So impact of consumer consciousness actually force to business houses to make social, they should run their business in social manner. Otherwise they cannot run in long time, they cannot sustain in long time. Okay. So we have to make the product that is very much need to for the consumer, according to need of the consumer, according to demand of the consumer, and at same time your price should be reasonable and quality should be good. Okay. Now this is the one of the reason. Now come to the number 4, development of business education. Number 4 is development of business education. Now development of business education means nowadays before 10, 20 years there is a business education, there is a businessman who are the businessmen. The businessman is the Sethi like people. They always think about profit and profit. Okay, they have no education. Okay, they only know about the money. But nowadays if business person are very much educated, so business should not only in business study, when they study the business studies comes under not only the profit motive thing or economic related thing, they should know the socially development things also. Okay. Now nowadays you can take the example of Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata is a very educated man. Anil Ambani is also educated man. So they run the business such a very social manner. They actually, if you do not run the business in very social manner, then it will be actually loss of you. So development of business, Ratan Tata doing some socially responsible thing. They actually sometimes they arrange the poor people marriages, and for they actually give their worker to something for their marriage, or they are actually collaborated with different other companies also. And this coupon, if you are employee of Tata, then you can buy from the others Tata's product in very concessional price. Okay. And Ambani, in case of Ambani also done for poor people education. They actually expenses for the education. Reliance Foundation is built for the society, and this foundation actually works for the betterment of society. So this is the development of business education. Okay, this is the development of business education. Now come to the, so this is scenario has changed from before, from now. Okay, so that actually leads to the betterment of the society. Now the businessmen don't only think about their economic development. Okay, now take an example. Suppose you are earning profit rupees 100, and you are now you can tell that is for social purpose or social development betterment purpose, you actually expenses you paid 50 rupees, then your profit will be less. Now you think, if I paid for the social purpose, then our profit will be less. Then what actually, why we do the businesses? Now if you think their profit will be less, it is right, but if you earn 100 profit and 50 rupees is giving for the society, then what about the reputation? What is the reputation, what is the acknowledgement you are getting? That makes your goodwill, and goodwill actually refers to your brand, and people will know you, and they will buy your product more and more, and this is the increase of sales. So nowadays this is not profit maximization, called turnover maximization concept is come. If turnover is more or more people buy your product, then automatically your profit will be increased. So if from this profit, if you give 2% to the society from your net profit, as we discussed in yesterday's class, that not a matter for you. Okay, so you have to build your goodwill, reputation, then automatically your product will be sell. Okay, now come to the next point, and that's why the most of the large scale business person or business houses actually is very much development of business education actually done these things. They actually do the social responsibility, and that is also benefited for their economic development. So relationship number 5.8, relationship between social interest and business interest. Relationship between social interest and business interest. Now the same example, whatever example I have given in previously, now previously it was thought by the businessman, the business interest and social interests are contradictory. If you do if you will not very much interest with the business profit maximization, then it will be contracted with social interest. If we done some social interest with the business interest, then we are actually losing the profit, but case is not like that. This is very contractory situation before their things, but nowadays this is actually the complementary, because if you do not do the social betterment, anything betterment for the society, actually your brand will not be increased, your goodwill will not be increased, people will not know you and they would not buy your product. But if you socially, Tata's name is known by everyone. Why? Because they are very much socially, they are very responsible. They always do something for the society. Even this pandemic situation, the company Tata actually give to the central government highest number of money for this pandemic situation, for improvement of health sector. This is also a social responsibility for whole of the large people of India, because we all actually live in a society and business is a part of the society. This is not some other thing. If society is not exist, then what business product where we will sell? Okay, so society is very important. That's why they are saying business interest and social interest nowadays is very much complementary to each other, not a contradictory. Okay. Now that's why business responsibility, most of the business houses starting by the most of the business houses. Now development of professional and managerial class. Development of professional and managerial class. Now, if we are going back to 20 or 30 years back, there was a concept of owner who is actually the manager of the company. He looks after each and everything. But day by day, business is very complex. Cities comes into the business. There are a lot of compliances there, lots of things you have to do. Otherwise, you cannot compete with other business as per the standard of as globalization is done. You can say after 1991, our country comes up to under liberalization, globalization, privatization actually started. Now, the days, in case of company, you can see there is a specialized people are used. Who in the case of company, who is the owner? Owner is the shareholder. But they actually not running the business. They elected some person who is very professional and knowledgeable person, and they use their skill and make your business more and more profitable. And they are called the they are called the directors. Okay. This director consists of a board, and this board actually runs the business, and they think the social responsibility is needed. So there is no concept of owner and business. There is a owner means who actually invested the money in the business, but they supposed to not very much knowledgeable or expertise on each and every field. It is not possible. But before that, this type of concept is used. That's why nowadays very knowledgeable person is managing the business. They take the decision. So this social responsibility is now a reality. They think the social responsibility more profitable. This is also profitable for the business. Development of social standard of business. Point number 7, and this is last point. Development of social standard of the business. Now take an example for that. Development of what is social standard of development of social standard. Now there is a merchant, there is a businessman in Surat. Each and every year, they before Diwali, they give some something they give that actually increase the standard of life of their worker and employees. In last year, this merchant, I do not actually not uttering his name, they actually started from the previous year that they gift for the one bicycle for each and every employee. Okay, and it is called Diwali gift, and that actually increase their business standard, because this news comes into public and public reads this, and public want to know that who is this person, who is this company actually give like that, and that actually this product is then you very much interest of their product, and then you are sometimes most of the time people want to buy their product. Okay, and that's why they can increase their sale of product also. Okay, so this is one of the process. So if you do the social responsibility, that can increase your sales, your goodwill, your reputation, and this person before 1 year do not anybody or most of the people do not know about him. Suddenly he comes into picture and everybody knows about him and recognize him and know about his product. So this is called development of social standard of business. Okay, socially you are very responsible to each and every interest group who are very much related with your business, and that's actually large people will automatically serve by you. So these are the point, this is the reality of social responsibility. This is why business houses actually perform the social responsibility towards the society. Okay, hope you have understand. If there is any question you can ask, otherwise I will end the class for today.